Hey guys, how's it going? I am that socially awkward gamer you probably forgot existed, otherwise known as PattyJack, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. So these are going to be the level 20 to 30 impressions, although I am actually like level 33 now. I know it's a little bit late, but I've been kind of busy with work and stuff, and I'm actually in the wrong area now that I think about it. That's kind of annoying. Where's the nearest way shrine over there? Okay. Let's head over to the way shrine quickly. Am I going the right way? Nope. And it's over there. Okay, got it. Alright, so I went through levels 20 to 30 a bit slower than I thought I would. I mean, I found that leveling took a little bit longer, and I would even say that it took longer than levels 30 to 40 have so far. So as I said, in level 33, it's a little bit late, but it feels like since I got to that level 30 and I actually got to the Rift, which is the final area for the Ebonheart Pact, it just feels like it's going a lot more smoothly and a lot quicker. So I'm going to go over to East March right now, which is kind of level 20 to 30 zone. And, alright. We'll go over to Windhelm, why not? Sounds like a good idea as any. I really like East March as an area. I think it's a really pretty area. It's very varied. So, like the general Windhelm area is obviously very snowy. It's a very snowy climate, and you end up kind of going to more of like a foresty woodland area, which is really pretty. It's a really nice looking area, so... Oh god, everyone's really loud in this area for some reason. It might just be my headset, but I don't know. Alright, so we're over in Windhelm right now. It looks oddly deserted, actually. Not really sure what's up with that. Usually there's lots more people around here. Alright, so I'm going to show you around Windhelm a little bit, just kind of run around. This is the general crafting area and everything, so... As you can see, as you get to kind of like levels 30, that's when your gear really starts to look really badass. So, right now I'm rocking kind of a combination between Dunmer and Imperial gear. So I've got the Imperial helmet, obviously, the Imperial like pauldrons and boots and things like that. I like how they look. They look really awesome. This stuff's made out of orichalcum now, so if you've leveled up your blacksmithing, then you can actually craft orichalcum stuff around levels like probably mid-20s, I'd say, is the best time to start doing that. And then you start finding it all in orichalcum and everything, so it does change like how kind of heavy the heavy armor looks, I've noticed. So like beforehand, my Imperial pauldrons, they used to look very like the kind of standard armory, but now once I get to the higher level here, they're looking very bulky, and I actually don't really like it as much. I understand that heavy armor is supposed to look very heavy, but I don't know, just the pauldrons, especially for the Imperials, they look very chunky, and it doesn't really suit the rest of the armor almost, but I still like it more than, say, like the Dunmer and pauldrons, because they look very spiky and kind of like close to your neck, and it doesn't look very good. So while the armor starts looking a lot better, and it really looks like you're progressing into a lot more of a badass, I wouldn't say that it's looking like always better. It's kind of hit and miss with how good it actually looks, but you know, that's nitpicking stuff. You can obviously choose what type of armor you want to wear. You can like mix and match everything, so it's not really a big deal. And I like the Imperial armor style still. I still really like the Roman stuff. I'm just wearing some Dunmer stuff because it was part of a set that I was wearing at one point. But now I've kind of started like, getting the new level 30 plus things. So, I want to talk about East March because it's a hit and miss area, I think. I mean, there's a lot of quests here. A lot of them are actually kind of interesting. Have to do with like giants invading and things like that. The main storyline involves the king being assassinated by his brother, and then fighting his brother off and those invaders and things like that. You know, not really spoilers because you figure that out pretty quickly, like as soon as you get here. But I'm not going to spoil anything else in regards to the quest. So there's orichalcum ore over here, which I still need because I can actually make the next set of stuff. I forget what it's called. I forget what the next set of armor materials is, but I can't like wear it yet because I'm not high enough of a level. Technically, I should actually still be questing in East March, but it seems like I've run out of quests, and the only ones I have left to do here are the ones that are either really hard to do, like, say, let's go over to East March. Yeah, best of the best. This is an extremely hard quest to do, because what it involves is actually trying to kill a bunch of rabbits before a timer runs out, which you think would be, you know, kind of challenging, but the problem that comes with it is that there's always, like, 10 other people trying to do it at the same time, so all the rabbits are dead, and you have to, like, you can never find any, so it's really hard to complete the quest, which is kind of extremely annoying. The hell is going on over here? Just gonna do that, if you don't mind. There we go. That's kind of irritating, and like I said, this place looks really pretty. I've got no problem with the aesthetics for it. It feels, I wouldn't say it feels like East March did in Skyrim, although granted, it does encompass a bit of what I would have considered to be the Rift. So you get like your general rifty area. You get the hot water pools and those springs and stuff. That looks really good, by the way. I really like what they're doing there, and the whole Skyrim atmosphere, like all the mammoths and stuff, looks fine. And, okay, we're just gonna get into some combat here, because why not? There we go. Oh, don't hit me, please. That'd be bad. Now, the problem with East March that I found was it seemed to be the least finished area out of all the areas I've been to so far, including the Rift, which actually comes after it, which is kind of weird. But there was a lot of bugged quests in it. There was actually one bugged main quest, which was really dumb. I actually made a video about it where I got a bunch of people standing around it to just use the hammer emote to pretend we were fixing the quest. Yeah, it was actually part of the main quest, or it was an offset quest that was part of the main quest that you had to do before you could continue the main quest. And you just couldn't complete it because like the guy you're supposed to attack disappears randomly. And it was like that for about 2 weeks before they actually seemed to have fixed it. So I was really unimpressed with that, because obviously you need to move forward with the main quest, because when you go to new areas and things, sometimes you actually have to do, like, finish parts of the main quest before other quests unlock, which meant that I was going to be under-leveled for the next part, so I either had to level up by grinding or by going through Cyrodiil. And the problem is, Cyrodiil has a problem with loading still. There's still a lot of times that I actually can't load into Cyrodiil, because it just gets stuck on the loading screen for like 45 minutes. And that's not acceptable, so I'm getting kind of angry that they're not fixing that. And other than that, I mean, East March, it's a neat area, but the weird thing is, I'm only, like, through levels 20 to 30, I still felt like I was technically under-leveled for the area, but I was still killing everything relatively easily, especially if there was, like, at least one more player or something around me. It just wasn't that big of an issue. And like, part of me is actually kind of glad that I'm under-leveled for the Rift right now, because although I am still, like, even at level 30 in the Rift, that was the only time I was actually feeling like I was getting a challenge when I was fighting, so I think a big problem that we've been having lately is that people, like your level-up system, it just feels like you have to be under-leveled in every area in order to actually get a challenge with the gameplay. Otherwise, you're just kind of, like, barrel-rolling through everything. Like, this Ice Wraith, this thing is a higher level than me still, but I can just wreck it. I mean, on the one hand, it's nice that I can be competitive, even if I'm a few levels lower, but, I mean, come on. Like, this Ice Wraith did that much damage to me, and it's 2 levels higher than I am. I mean, to me, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, you should have to, like, really try or group up to take out something like that if it's a higher level than you. I understand that it might be just, like, a weenie monster that's a bit higher of a level, but still. Even, like, the bosses and stuff. I was killing, like, level 40 bosses in the Rift when I was, like, level 31. So, I don't know. It seems like their leveling system's a little bit off, and, like, the only way you really get a challenge is if you are, like, 6 or 7 levels underneath what you're supposed to be. Like, when you're getting into the kind of, like, dark orange or red area, when in regards to the quests and things. That means that, like, you're way under level for the quest, but you can still complete it, because more often than not there's someone else doing that quest at the same time, and then, like, if you're fighting a boss, there's a group of people, so you just kind of raffle stomp the boss, and, you know, it's kind of weird. And I really wish that there were actually more quests in East March, because I've done pretty much everything, but I'm still only level 33, which is kind of weird. So it feels like I have to go through Cyrodiil and do a bunch of PvPing, do much of the quests in Cyrodiil and stuff, but I can't do it because I can't load into the game, which is extremely irritating. What's this peasant want? Holy crap! That's a really large radish. I didn't know radishes grew to be like turnip sized. Alright. So, I don't know, like, in the mid part of the game here, it feels very, like, bugged out. I mean, it feels like things aren't balanced properly. It feels like there aren't enough quests to do. There's a lot of broken quests in this area. And I don't know, it's kind of losing its luster around this part. I mean, in the Rift, I'm actually having a lot more fun again. But in this area, it kind of divulged into this, like, kind of really irritating section where I couldn't do a quest, or it felt like everything was just way too easy to do. And that's not so great, so you might have to, like, drag through this area and, like, through these levels if you can, and get over to the Rift as fast as you can, because it's honestly a better area, in my humble opinion. Maybe people will disagree with me. I've only gone partway through the Rift, so I don't know. Like, the quests over in Riften and Everstead just seem a lot more interesting. And, you know, things like that. Aside from that, I mean, the crafting is still great. I'm still, like, trying to use my own weapons and stuff, although I did buy my sword right now because it's a level 30 sword, and it's an epic. It's like an epic version of it, so they upgraded it past Arcane. I still have yet to see a legendary piece of equipment at this level, so I've seen a few that are like way higher levels, but you know, getting like tempering alloys to upgrade it and everything, I've only ever received one of those from my my hireling that I get once a day, so you know. And then I tried it out. It only gives you like an 8% chance of actually successfully upgrading it, so I didn't really want to try it on my sword, because obviously that would have like pretty well guaranteed that it would die. But yeah, I mean, I'm still having fun with the game, but I think that levels 20 to 30 kind of were a bit of a drag. They were not as great as I thought they were going to be. But so far I'm enjoying. Yes, enjoying. Words and shit. So far I'm enjoying levels 30 to 40, even though I'm in an area where I'm supposedly way under-leveled for it. And this lag, oh my god. I've been running into a problem lately where it seems like the game will randomly freeze. So, like, I get little lag spikes like that every now and then, which isn't really a big deal. I can actually deal with that. But sometimes when I launch the game and keep playing, it'll actually just randomly freeze for, like, 10 seconds. And sometimes it does it in the middle of a battle, and then I die. And that's really irritating. Like, extremely irritating. I don't know why it does it. I looked online, and apparently people were saying that's because you have the launcher open while you're playing the game. But I've had it happen to me when I don't have the launcher open. I close the launcher after I launch it, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, this lag shouldn't be happening. This is ridiculous. I don't always get it. It's got to be a server-side issue, because it's like, it's not a constant thing. It's not my rig. My rig runs this game fine. So I don't get it. But yeah, so 20 to 30, but 30 to 40 so far, pretty good. So I don't know. I really don't know what else I can say. And horses just teleporting everywhere. God damn. Okay. IAmPattyJack. East March is cool, but it's kind of lacking in a few aspects like quests and proper leveling, so I don't know. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace off.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. I would be super appreciative. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because then you can see all the other awesome content I make. And did you know I have a shirt store? Because I kind of do. It's down in the description there. So you can just go down there and click the link on every video I put up. And you can go buy like t-shirts and iPhone cases and maybe like a pillowcase so you can rest your head on my divine essence every night. So yeah, go down there and just go buy it, please, because, well, because haircuts like this are not cheap, alright? Let's go do it. Ugh, idiots.